Nearly 100 Arkansas Family Dollar stores were closed on Monday. The store manager at this one tells me she spent the day cleaning. Well, in a small community like this, people say one less store is an inconvenience for them.
It's so sad because, like I said, our communities depend on both of these dollar stores.
For people like Georgia Scribner who live in England, hearing about a rodent infestation at a Family Dollar warehouse in West Memphis is, well...
It's rather disgusting, actually.
In this town, shopping options are limited, so she relies heavily on the store being open.
But all these other little places and stuff where everybody frequents the dollar stores. And it's important to our communities that we have what we need.
Monday, people were met with this temporarily closed sign. The company issued a voluntary recall on food items, pet food, and medical devices.
That store they need. You know, there's not people that's fortunate enough to go to North Little Rock.
In a statement, Family Dollar tells us, we have been fully cooperating with all regulatory agencies in the resolution of this matter and are in the process of remediating the issue. More than 400 stores across the country are working to recover from the impacts of the rodent infestation at the West Memphis warehouse. Memphis Commissioner Reginald Milton says this isn't just an issue for health officials.
You can't put it on one individual. You put it on all of us. We're all responsible. Each of us have a small bit of this that we need to be responsible for taking care of.
Family Dollar leaders add that their teams are working hard to reopen stores as soon as possible, but even when customers are allowed back inside, people in England say they'll think twice.
But I wouldn't trust to shop there again.
The thought of the rats being in a warehouse over your items, I mean, you don't want that.
New information from the Arkansas Department of Health reveals that the Family Dollar Distribution Center in West Memphis had violations related to rat infestations going back to January 2021.
And that was over a year before a mass infestation was announced and several stores closed. THV11 told you last Friday about an FDA warning that more than 1,000 rodents, as well as dead birds, had caused widespread contamination of products. Over 400 stores were affected, but health inspection reports reveal the problem is worse than we first knew.
A health department inspection of the warehouse dated March 3rd, 2021 states that it violated code because of, quote, significant rodent activity. The inspector found both live and dead rats in the aisles where human and pet food are stored and said products had been contaminated. Another failed inspection dated to September 2021 said there was a live rodent in a case of chips.
So like many of you, I was horrified not too long ago when I learned of the rodent infestation at Family Dollar's West Memphis Distribution Center.
Arkansas Attorney General Leslie Rutledge is taking action.
That we have filed a lawsuit against Family Dollar and parent company Dollar Tree Incorporated for violations of the Arkansas Deceptive Trade Practices Act.
Rutledge says over the past 2 years, the West Memphis Family Dollar distribution site had a, quote, massive rodent infestation. Videos from inside the facility shows rats accepting food from employees and fighting on the warehouse floor.
Here you go, friend. You want some chips? Friend, you want some chips?
A review of the company's internal records also indicated the collection of more than 2,300 rodents between March 29th and September 17th, 2021.
That infestation closed down many Family Dollar stores across Arkansas, 85 to be exact, and over 400 locations in these states. Along with the rats, Rutledge says there were birds, insects, and other vermin inside the facility. In the lawsuit's filing, multiple examples are given, including 4 rat carcasses on a conveyor belt. The lawsuit says common products were also contaminated, with things like over-the-counter medication, food items, and mouthwash having rodent droppings near or on them.
An incredible amount of products. And so what we found was repulsive.
The lawsuit also alleges that management was aware of the problem since at least January 2020. The filing says that a general manager said a fire drill in October of 2021 caused dozens of rats to go running due to the loud noise. Employees also allegedly stopped using a break room due to the odor of rats.
Their actions put hundreds of their own employees at risk, as well as families across Arkansas being put at risk for their own health and safety.
Rutledge says they're looking for $10,000 per item that was distributed, possibly millions of dollars. She says because many Arkansans rely on them for essentials, they want to avoid shutting them down completely and fix the problem instead.
We don't want to wipe out a source of groceries or medicines, but if those groceries and medicines are not safe, then we need someone else providing that service.
the distribution center in West Memphis will permanently close in 60 days. This comes after we first told you about an investigation that turned up a huge rat infestation, but that's not the reason the company is giving for closing the warehouse. The company says the facility that opened in 1994 is just too old and no longer suited their needs. Family Dollar made no mention of the FDA report, which found more than 1,000 rats inside the facility, with complaints dating back an entire year. Hundreds of people are going to feel the impact of this closure. In 60 days, 320 employees will be out of a job. Beyond that, when the investigation closed down the West Memphis facility back in February, it was a ripple effect. Family Dollars in multiple states, including right here in Arkansas, had to shut their doors and throw out potentially contaminated products. Many of the stores located in food deserts where people depend on the stores, making the problem worse. West Memphis Mayor Marco McClendon says he recognizes the economic impact this is going to have across Arkansas, but his focus is on the people.
It's frustrated over a 30-year relationship with them being here in the city of West Memphis and this community being a good partner here in the city of West Memphis, that we'll be losing that industry, but the people is what I'm most concerned about.
As you can imagine, this is a big hit to the Family Dollar stores across Arkansas that relied on that distribution center. The company says those stores will continue to be served by other facilities further away. Also, remember, Arkansas is suing Family Dollar over the rat infestation. Attorney General Leslie Rutledge responded to the closure saying, quote, "Family Dollar is punishing hundreds of hardworking Arkansas families instead of cleaning up the company's own illegal business practices."
And a Family Dollar distribution center that was shut down for rodent infestations is now planning to reopen. A new building in West Memphis is in place of the old 30-year-old warehouse, bringing about 300 jobs back to Arkansas. Last year, the FDA ordered a closure of the old facility, which shipped products to more than 200 stores across several states. The company is still facing lawsuits accusing them of negligence and engaging in a conspiracy that allowed the infestation in the first place.
Nearly 2 years after a Family Dollar warehouse in West Memphis was shut down by the FDA for rats and unsanitary conditions, the company has now been ordered to pay millions. Family Dollar has been ordered to pay nearly $41.7 million after one of their warehouses was found to be infested with rodents. These are some of the videos and images from inside that warehouse in 2021. The FDA says they found about 8,000 rodents inside the facility, causing a major recall. The company pleading guilty to having stored food, drugs, medical devices, and cosmetics in unsanitary conditions. The fine is the largest ever monetary criminal penalty involving a food safety case.